An animal can read the human 1,000 times better than we can read them. That cow knows what you have on your mind. He cannot read your mind, he can feel your intent. And as you become more aware of that, you'll do less things to bother that animal or agitate that animal. It'll become of value to you to see if you can get done what you would like to have done without upsetting that animal. But you have to have that desire to want to change. If you don't want to change, it'll never get better for the animals. But that all comes from inside here. And that's how you go about it. Let me rephrase this. That's how I went about it. Ray kept saying you got to be more aware. There's things going on around you that you're not aware of. You got to become more aware. And boy, I would work on that. And then I'd watch and I'd study these horses. And you'd see a horse, he'd start smelling around on the ground a little bit. And he'd maybe go over here and he'd go over there. And then pretty soon, when he started doing that, usually the next thing you'd see him do is he'd start to buckle at his knees a little bit. And then the next thing that would happen when he started to buckle at his knees, he'd lay down and roll. And why did he lay down and roll? Maybe he was hot and sweaty or itchy. Or maybe we just got a little fresh rain and the flies were going to come out and start bothering him, so he wanted to lay down and cover himself in as much mud and dirt as he possibly could to keep the flies from pecking and picking at him. So there's so many things that a horse or an animal will naturally do, and if you start watching them, you'll see things that they do to prepare and get ready to do that. And that was the greatest thing that Ray got across to me. He says, don't worry about saddling your horse. He says, just get him ready. He says, don't worry about catching your horse, just get him ready. And as you see these things and you become more aware, then you understand how to get him ready to be able to be caught, or how to get him ready to be able to saddle. And they have a great appreciation for that when you understand that. And that's what builds a respect with your horse. He has an understanding and he has a confidence that he feels good what you're going to present to him. And that's being able to get these animals to do what you would like them to do because they want to, not because they have to. But Tom would say this, Ray would say this, and Bud would say that. They would say these animals really would like to please you. We just will not let them.